Welcome to your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot here on Astrology Motivation. We are one in the same. My name is Michelle and welcome to my tarot table. This reading is for you because you were drawn to it. That's what makes it for you. It is not sign specific. It is for all signs. It is for anyone, though it is not for everyone. You'll know that it's for you because you were drawn to it. It popped up in your feed. You liked the thumbnail, whatever it was. It called to you. There are questions in your mind. There are concerns in your heart. You need answers. This reading will give you answers, at least to some of them. What I know it will also give you is support because it's a live chat. We have a phenomenal crew of people on here, positive growers, helpers, people who love other people. So feel free to participate in the live chat. And if you can't participate in the live chat, then please leave your comments below because you have a voice too, and I want to hear it. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel so that you can participate in the live chat because though this live happens every single day, Monday through Friday, it doesn't happen at a specific time. So the only way that you'll know when I go live is if you are subscribed and then you ring that all notifications bell. So please do that, especially if you want to participate in a live chat. Like I say, I appreciate every single view. So for those of you who are not participating in the live chat, thank you for liking this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up, sharing the video if you're really enthusiastic about the channel. That helps a lot. And yeah, that's it. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning. Good morning. I honestly forgot to turn my lights on. Oh my God. Yeah, I forgot to turn my lights on. Oh my God. That's so horrible. Maybe I can go do it now. Hold on. So cheesy. Ooh, do you see that? It's so jazzy. It's so jazzy and snazzy. It's so jazzy and snazzy. And now my lights are turned on. This one isn't on. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can even see that. But anyway, yeah. A little bit of ambiance, little. Oh God, yeah, we are a mom and pop shop here. What's up? So you want to get into the astrology just a little bit? We'll review the astrology for the day. Thank you all for showing up and being here. I know I'm earlier, but today is the anniversary of my sister and sister-in-law's marriage. So happy anniversary, you guys. And then hopefully I can celebrate with them a little bit just by being the perpetual third wheel. What's up? I keep finding white feathers all over my house. Let me tell you, white feathers mean clarity, they mean purity, they mean washing away the dirt. They really mean angels are around you and you are being loved, embraced, protected, but that things are clearing up. So that's a really good sign. A lot of times I see white feathers all the time because I have a duvet cover and it means it's leaking. But to me, it doesn't matter where specifically it's coming from. It just matters that my attention is being drawn to it. And I think that is what matters, is that, yeah, okay. I mean, a lot of people have duvet covers and a lot of people have down feathers and stuff and they leak all the time. But when your mind starts to say, hey, pay attention to something, it's because you want to talk to yourself. You want to say something. There's a meaning there that you feel in your heart, and white angel feathers have a meaning of clarifying and it's almost like peace. It's peace. Think about the white dove. So it means that there's peace on the way. It means that there's clarification on the way. It means that things are cleared up. And most importantly, it means that you're loved and protected. And as alone as we can feel, you are absolutely not alone. You are absolutely loved. You are embraced and you are protected. So those are beautiful signs, Laura. Hey, Earl, what's up? Hey, Deb, what's up? Hey, so Dana, God bless. God bless. Hey, Michelle, your readings yesterday were really helpful. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What's up, Tina? I'm so sad I can't stay for a whole life. It's okay, dude. And listen, if you can't stay for this live, you can't participate, then please be sure to come back. I hope you will, and watch the message, because it will resonate. The tarot reading usually comes by like between 5 to 10 minutes in. If anybody wants to fast forward to it, that's fine too. If you're not into astrology, though I can't even imagine why anybody is not into, like, oh no, I'm not into astrology, but I'm into tarot. They usually, people are usually into both. I know that I'm into both, which is why I share both. What is the astrology today? There's kind of a grand cross in the sky right now, just because, so we will have a little bit of difficulty, especially with how much attention we may feel that we're getting, or not getting, if we feel that we've lagged or lacked it. And that's okay, because there's also, that's Saturn opposite the moon, which is like the mama opposite the papa, the feelings opposite the pragmatism. So it's almost like in some ways you're not really able to see really clearly, because emotions are clashing. Let that pass. It'll pass quickly, because like the moon moves the fastest. So you don't have to worry about it like changing everything. And then we have Uranus opposite the south node, which is what it's been for a long time. So that's also a sense of not to be concerned with, but you've been dealing with that for a while. It's like there's got to be changes to the past. And there are a lot of changes to the past. And I feel like we're in conflict. So, in other words, today we might discover that things have changed that we didn't want to change. Think change happens to everything. And we're always happy and welcoming in change to those things that we want to change. But those things that we don't want to change, hold on. That light didn't make much sense. So those things that we don't want to change are kind of giving us some difficulty, because it's almost like, why am I losing this? Why are things decreasing? What can we do about it? We have Jupiter in a challenging aspect, I would say, to the South Node as well. It's almost like feeling like we have been stifled, or that our opportunities have been squashed as opposed to growing. That could cause us some issues today, or challenges, let's put it that way. And then we have Neptune square to Mars, which means we don't know which actions to take. It's all very confusing. It's all very like it's all very confusing. So what actions to take? I don't know. And in some ways we feel like maybe the information that's coming to us is a little bit deceptive, or we could be a little bit paranoid under that aspect. And that's been going on for a while. But Mars is trying to the Sun conjunct Venus. The Sun conjunct Venus, which means that we have the self-esteem to get this through. We have the self-esteem to just push forward. And it's like, even if it's not clear, even if I'm not getting the answers that I want, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep throwing shit out there, and, something's got to work, which I really like. I like the mentality of, okay, so this isn't working, I'm going to try this. This isn't working, I'm going to try this. What that means is we are not giving up. And that's what I really love about the mentality today. And it's been that way for a while. We are not giving up. Pluto is challenging this very confident conjunction between Venus and the Sun. And why? Because change is happening, because forgiveness has to happen, because there is some pain and suffering that we have to leave behind us, or confront in order to destroy and get rid of it. So especially I think when this conjunction moves into Scorpio, which we'll get to, I think that's basically in the next 2 days. No, it's in the next 4 days. It's closer to the new moon, right? So we have about 4 days for that to happen. So there's just this sense of intensity. Could also be sexuality. It could also be a conflict, or not a conflict or contradiction. It's intensifying. Like Pluto is adding intensity that conjunction really doesn't need, or might be making it too combustible. So in other words, what we're saying is, if I can't have my way now, then fuck it, and we might get really ruthless about things. But I think that that's valuable right now. I think that it's valuable in that ruthlessness, if you channel it into, I'm just not going to quit. If you channel it into, I'm just not going to give up. If you channel it into, I don't care what you throw at me, I'm just not going to give up. Then I think it's going to be very, very productive, and we will make a huge breakthrough, right? But if you work it in the way of, I'll let myself do anything, be anywhere, even be a little backstabby or treacherous, that is not good energy. Because remember, especially with Pluto and Saturn is karma, Pluto is dharma. Whatever energy you decide to create in your interactions with them, it will come back at you. With Pluto, it'll come back at you in the next life. So ultimately, you could be coming up against issues from a past life, because you have to pay the piper, or you have to learn the lesson. And I think that, having that breath of fresh air and the enthusiasm that conjunction between the sun and Venus gives, it's just, okay, it's almost like, this is the thing. We might be too inclined to, what do I have to do, instead of, what do I need to learn? So maybe just take a second today and breathe out and say, God, what do you want me to learn? Because I feel like I'm treading water here. I'm exasperated. I'm working my butt off, but clearly I'm not doing the right things. What am I supposed to know? Right? And tell it to me in a dream, show it to me on a TV show. Like, what do I need to know? And for you guys, maybe what I'll do is I'll just focus on that with this reading. If you guys are okay with that, I'll be like, all right, Papa Pluto, all right, God, universe, what do we need to know? What are we missing? What is the lesson that we are supposed to learn? If you could help us and guide us in the direction of clarity, that would be very, very helpful. The things don't always happen on your time. It's divine timing, and you need to go with the flow. Have faith and focus more on the spirituality, because if you focus on the primal, then you might be disappointed. In other words, give over to God. If spiritually you are balanced, something about you right now is spiritually imbalanced. If you've been seeing the angel numbers a lot, 616 or 666, they are angel numbers. Biblically, 616 is a lot more inclined toward the devil, quote unquote, but 666 isn't really. It's just actually 6 is the number of Venus, and that's about life. That's about worldly luxuries and romance and indulgence and sensuality and really abundance. But when you get it tripled, it's like there's excess somewhere. So it's almost like the universe is trying to say to us, if you've been seeing those numbers, there's too much excess. And I don't mean it could be excess in like eating or drinking or whatever. But I feel like this is spiritual excess. It's like there's excess in one direction or another. You're not focused enough on your soul. You're not focused enough on your spiritual health. You're not happy and content and connected. You're looking toward, it usually means that you're looking too much to outside pleasures or material pleasures. Think excessive Taurus energy, right? You're looking too much toward money. You're looking too much toward those sensual pleasures like food and sex and attention and beauty. It's like you're focused so much on that to determine your happiness or to determine your value that you're spiritually unbalanced right now. So this is calling us to get just some spiritual balance back in our life, and whatever we need to do to allow ourselves to do that, let's do it. Then we have the Emperor here. The Emperor is taking care of yourself. The Emperor is also being productive. It's being kind of aggressive in taking care of yourself and knowing who you are and nurturing the soul and the self. But it's also kind of like honestly, an implication. These two cards together are kind of like saying it is coming. It is coming. You just have to have confidence and you just have to have faith. There's just this sense of I don't know, this is that Mars energy. What you have to work on and put energy into is the spiritual balance. That's the first two cards out. First two cards out. This is an 11 card spread. So let's see what the other cards have to say. We have science, fixing things using your rationale and your intellect, or somebody could help you with this. But it's saying you are going to move on from this. It's saying all your energy is speaking to the universe, and it is going to move on from this. So maybe, just maybe, things aren't as bad as they seem, or if they are as bad as they seem, it's going to be gone. You're going to get over this. Six of Swords means moving beyond conflict, moving beyond the worry. So it's like saying, I know it's easier said than done, right? But like, stop worrying so much. Stop stressing so much. It's like you're crying all the time because you keep thinking about these things that are hurting you and harming you. You think, oh, it's over. Not only is it not over, but there's a whole new chapter and direction to go. And Princess of Swords is maybe a new interest, maybe a new idea, maybe something new that has been said, a new thought, even a new conversation. It's just, anytime you see a page, it's like a new beginning with how you think about things, because that's the key to our problem right now. Our thoughts. It's like our brain is churning and churning and churning. Too many thoughts that are stressing us out. Then we have Justice, which is also a card of balance. It's Libra season, so it's current, but it's like balancing yourself out. Like, and maybe you've gotten too much into the self, and what you need is a balance with somebody else, a balance with a partnership with somebody else. And would not be a partnership defined by money. It would be a partnership that says, yeah, people want to help me. People want to love me. And if I don't find that person the first time I ask, I'm going to keep asking. But they are out there. Keep working, and work because you love it, not because you want money from it. And that's where the money will come in. That is our central energy, really believing in your work and dedicating yourself to something that you care about. So that's a central answer to our initial question is, do we really care about or love what we do? Or are we constantly arguing with ourselves to try to justify what we do? Ask yourself that question and answer it honestly. That doesn't mean leave your job tomorrow, right? That's not what it means. So don't get worried. And immediately, I think when messages like that come up, people get very defensive. Well, some of us just can't leave our jobs. That's not what the card said. That's not what I said. I can't just leave my job, right? I can't just throw things away. Nobody can. Unless you're 16 years old and still living at home. You know what I'm saying? It's not that way. I know that. But I'm saying what I'm asking and what the cards are asking for you to do is admit it to yourself. Admit, yeah, you know what? This is a shit job. And I have made excuses for it for way too long. And the bottom line is, the reality is, I can do better. And there are different options out there for me. So maybe I'm not going to give my notice today. And maybe I'm not going to walk out in some dramatic Hollywood or television kind of exit. But what I am going to do is I'm going to get on those damn recruitment sites, and I'm going to start talking to friends, and I'm going to start doing the thing that I love to do and looking for work, even if it's entry level, in work that I love. And next year at this time, my life is going to be different, and I am going to be happy when I show up to work every day. That's what the cards are asking. It's like in this universal world that we live in, the spiritual world that we live in, there is no time. But in the real 3D world, there is time. And so things move slowly. And just because it doesn't happen tomorrow doesn't mean it's not happening. And we have to learn to sort of pace ourselves and take things step by step. So it says, start the work that you love now. At the very least, it is going to give you a sense of hope again, and a sense of purpose again, and a sense of pleasure in life again that you have seen that seems to be diminished. Then we have the universe, a change of your life. This is one chapter ending and a new chapter beginning. This is basically a new chapter in your life is about to start, with the work that you do, or with how you feel about the work that you do, or something to do with that. It's a new chapter opening up. And then we have King of Pentacles, which means we will be successful at it, or being successful, but also being very pragmatic, and also not taking things so personally, but working hard. This is also could be for some people a new job or a new partner. And then we have the Hermit card. So this person could be a Virgo, or it's just the day-to-day, working hard, setting our schedule, making how we work smart. Virgos work smart. They don't work hard. Everybody says, oh, Virgo is a hard worker. It's day-to-day, every day. Virgos work smart. That's what they do. They're going to be the first ones to streamline a process, because they know what's important and what's not. And Virgos are very good at compartmentalizing. What do I have to do today, and what can I leave for tomorrow? Not for procrastination's sake, but so you can focus on the important stuff and do that stuff good. Do that stuff well, or optimize how you're doing it. So the fact that these two cards are coming out is kind of like saying you're trying to do everything at once. So of course you're getting stressed out. Of course you're feeling like nothing is happening, because you're overwhelmed. So the challenge, but also the solution, is to really start compartmentalizing and listen, what can I leave to the weekend? Or, what can I leave to after I get home from work? How can I compartmentalize better so that I am not overwhelming myself, overstressing myself, and in doing so, causing an energetic clog that now is causing you to feel stuck. And maybe that's where we are. We're energetically stuck, but we can easily get energetically unstuck by allowing ourselves to just focus on what we have to do. Where are the deadlines? Where are the profit margins? Whatever your criteria, what makes me happy? Thank you. So that's something else that we really need to consider here, is that has to be part of every single time, every single day. A lot of us will throw our happiness aside. It's not about pleasure. It's about happiness. Like, where do I feel real purpose, and what do I really enjoy? You should be prioritizing that every day. The work that you really love to do, the stuff that really, really almost is effortless because you enjoy it so much. You should be making that a priority every day. When you compartmentalize, you should be putting that stuff first, because you want that to grow. You want that to prosper. You want to live in that energy most of all. So please always include what makes you happy in what you do, because if you're not, that's going to add to the stress, that's going to exacerbate the tension, and it's going to create that energy clog that will block your energy from moving forward. I love this. You're going to finally find out what you're good at. And you're also going to take back your creative freedom. Yep. Because there is clarity here on what we're good at. And there's also clarity in terms of other people finally noticing us. So this is actually really good news. As bad as we think it is, I think the pressure is coming from the inside. The pressure is coming from us really being hard on ourselves. So if we relieve that pressure, there will be notice. People will take notice. People are going to see us today. Good news. Good news. What's up? Keep seeing. I keep seeing. So there's definitely awakening there, Laura. Beautiful signs in your life, at least in your energy. Then there's a lot of hope and there's a lot of openness, and there's a lot of, you're ready for something new, and you know that you're loved because you're attracting those white feathers, you're noticing them, and you're also seeing 1111, which is awakening. It is realization. It is enlightenment. So this is a very beautiful time in your life. Whatever the odds and ends in your life right now, those are saying that things are getting better. And then we have a new romantic cycle begins. So how, when, where, why, who gives a fuck? Just believe it. Just say, okay, yep, I embrace it. I accept this and I claim this. And yeah, I resonate with this. A new romantic cycle means that there's an idyllic cycle coming. As bad as things are, it's almost like things are really going to get so much better. So believe me when I say we have two of these here. This could have to do with romance. It could have to do with partnership. It does have everything to do with romance. Watch, because very clearly there is a new moon that's coming up. So I think that this new moon is going to relieve a lot of our problems. It's going to give us a hard reset, a reset that we clearly really, really need. That's all I'm saying. A new romantic cycle begins. And like I said, it's also partnership. It's like, allow yourself to not be alone. Allow yourself to get all the help that you can. Allow yourself to do that. Just allow. A new romantic cycle. This is beautiful because there's balance coming back in our lives. Balancing, everything is balancing itself out. Okay. We have harvest. So there's abundance about to come into your life today. This is material abundance. This is also a sense of there's always enough. You're well cared for, you're well provided for, but there has been some sort of stress or delusion that you are not happy. I want to read this card because this is a tricky energy. This is Pisces, and Pisces usually means we're distracted. We're reaching for straws. And if we're reaching for straws, we might as well use our fantastical mind to reach closer to faith, to reach closer to the unexplained, and not so much to delude us or distract us, right? It's not distraction we need. We need faith. So you can use that same Neptunian, mysterious, dreamy mindset to just have faith. Maybe you're misapplying it, because when you apply it to faith, Neptune really is faith. It is faith. It is it is God. It is connection to God itself. It is everything that humans can't do because we are limited is in Neptune, is in the 12th house. So if you use this energy to just have faith, and listen, if you're willing to believe in all the paranoia of this person's after me, this person's out to get me, people just don't like me, that's a fantastical, deluded mind. And even if you're right, you're still living in this world of paranoia and suffering. But you can also take that same energy but I'll have faith in God. I'll have faith in God. I'll have faith. I can't see it. I can't see the other things either. Why do I believe bad things I can't see and can't prove? But I can't believe that, there are angels looking out for me. I can't believe that there's a God that's protecting me. I can't believe that the universe is actually working in my favor and it's helping me even as we speak. You can use all of that dreaminess to project yourself into the light, and you can also use it to connect you deeper to faith and God. And this is spiritual balance. We need spiritual balance, and we may have been doing things that are toxic for ourselves because we have been trying to satisfy or satiate ourselves too much with the material world. It's more of the faith. Well, that's what it's saying. This reading is basically saying, you want balance, you got to have more faith. You ask God for it, God's going to send it. Stop looking at the tangible, stop looking at the numbers, stop looking at all that shit, and start working toward where your heart really resonates and what makes your heart sing. And if you love it and if you enjoy it, you need to just fucking do it. I tell you, that's where your opening is. was going to read that, Pisces, but I'm not going to read it now because I don't think I need to. What's up, everybody who I have not been able to say hi to? Want to say God bless. Oh, good, Stephanie. I'm glad. You know, I got to tell you, girl, if that is what you identify as, I got to tell you, I needed it too. I definitely needed the reminder as well. Gotta say. So we have Moldavite, unconventionality. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. Well, yes, it certainly is, but it came in reverse. So what this is telling me, because we were looking for answers, we were looking, just make this make sense. You have been losing your uniqueness, and you have been thinking too hard, and you have been fitting in. You're not standing out anymore because you are not being you. You have gone too much into the conventional instead of just being you, because you is the only thing that nobody else can replicate. So ultimately what you got to do is get back to just being your quirky ass self and just doing it your way, and yes, working, but working on you, working on, not just working on you like self-help, working on what you want to work on, working on those kooky things in that kooky way. I mean, it's great to go to bed exhausted every night with your heart lighter. Your body might be heavier, your body might be exhausted, but the best days of the best days of my life, I will say this, have always been those days where I fall into bed and have a dreamless sleep, because I am so tired from busting my ass all day at doing something that I loved. So as my body was getting tired, my soul was getting invigorated. And that is the most peaceful sleep you're ever going to have. And that's kind of what that's what spirit is calling us to do. Remember your uniqueness. Don't throw it away. Stand out. Don't be stereotypical. Don't be conventional. Be non-conventional. Be yourself. I'm not trying to say go and be like try to be different. You know, that's almost like one of those Aquarian quirks. The downside of the low vibrational Aquarian energy is low vibrational Aquarians try too hard to stand out. They try too hard to be different, which is not being sincere. If you love bows and kittens, then you better love bows and kittens with all your fucking heart. Even though that's conventional, it doesn't matter. It matters that you are close to who you are, that you accept those aspects of you that are just you. And when you accept all those aspects and then share them, that is actually a very unconventional thing, because so few people have that authenticity about them. We're talking about authenticity, and to find it again, because in some ways we've gotten removed from it. And then we have Larimar, sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions, which is definitely that square to Pluto that's happening in the sky right now. And that's why we've been feeling so intense and heavy, because of those intense emotions. So times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So maybe it's not the right time to go hard. It's a time to go hard with faith. It's a time to dig your heels in and say, God, you got me, and I am not going to give up in this situation, because I know you are giving me a breakthrough. I understand it. And day to day, I am just going to continue to do what I've always done, which is be myself, because doing that is about to bring me to a breakthrough. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, it's always darkest. I swear to God, it's always darkest before the dawn. And that's why most people give up. That's why most people give up. We have creative potential. You are by nature infinitely creative. Life is a sea of creative potential just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all your heart's desires. And we got that here. This is just be creative and express yourself. Express who you are completely. Healing. And this is going to lead to healing by doing that. I, the angel of healing, am with you right now. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you before the dawn of time, and I will love you for all eternity. You're there you are. Oh, thank you so much. 41 people on here. I didn't even realize. Oh my God, you guys crept on. God bless you. Before you leave, please remember to give this a video a like. The thumbs up really, really helps. And so do comments below, really, really help. But that's kind of what's bringing us that healing is this creative potential, just letting it all out. Create, create, create. Also a sense of we are protected. We are completely, just have faith. That's what it is. I guess if I had to summarize this reading, it's like, just have faith. If you're reacting and don't be reactionary. Don't be, oh, God bless you, Marie. You're so beautiful. Much love to you. God bless you. Thank you so much for your contribution to the channel. You're a blessing, sweetheart. I appreciate that. It's basically saying, just have faith. It really, when you're at a point where, ask yourself this question: have you done all that you can do? And if you come to the point where you are just grasping at straws because you don't know what the fuck else to do, then you really don't have to do anymore. Sit back, let God take it. God has got it from here. And believe me, when God takes the ball and goes over that yard line, it's going to be your touchdown. It's not going to be God's. God don't give a fuck about a touchdown. Let him carry the ball from here. Let her carry the ball from here. Let them carry the ball. Let universe carry the ball from here. Let it carry. Because listen, if you've done all you can do and you've tried everything you can try, hand it on over. Be like, okay, I'm just going to give this to you now, God, because there is just really, I have come to the last thing that I could think of. And at this point, love me, carry me, carry me, carry me, carry me. But only if you have come to that point. And if you haven't, you got to get to that point. You got to work that hard. Work authentically. So we have a few tips and points to answer a question, right? Get back to your authenticity. You've lost it. Maybe you've become too status quo by trying too hard to get ahead. So it's like your authenticity has to come back. There's balance with faith. It's like you need more faith. You've focused too much on the tangible and not enough on just what God can do, and God can do anything. So balancing out your faith again. And also being creative out loud and realizing that your gifts are already on the way. You're about to get this shitload of abundance, and it's not going to make any sense. And it doesn't have to. It's not about expectation, because expectation blocks you. It's about allowance. Just allow. Say, I am open. I'm open and receptive to the abundance that you are sending, and be done with it. And don't worry. Don't worry. It's going to be good. It's going to be okay. Don't be ashamed. Watch out for shame, especially with Pluto playing such a prominent role right now. Watch out for shame. Shame will try to claim your abundance, and just your ability to love life. And it doesn't deserve that. Okay. You deserve your happiness. So don't be ashamed. If you're hard on money right now, or you're single and you've been single for a while, or you don't feel like your relationship is going well, or you don't look the way that you want to look, or whatever it is, that's just something else. That just means that your life, you're still living it and you're still working on something. But to be ashamed and try to hide it and try to hide yourself, or say things to yourself like, well, I'll do it when. That's bullshit. Do it now. Live out loud now. Be the best of you now. I know money is a tangible thing, so if that's your problem, you can't spend it until you have it, right? I get it, but don't be ashamed of it. Like, don't try to hide it. Be like, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, and it is not forever. I promise you that. This too shall pass. Everything has an ebb and flow. That most beautiful moment of your life, that thing you love, that time you love the most, it went away. It passed. You found misery again. well, the misery will leave too. It will pass and you will find a beautiful moment again. There's ebbs and flows all the time. And if you are at a point where it's just become too much stress and too much loss, you're on a rise. You're on the rise. There's nowhere else but up. Believe me. I love you guys so much. Thank you again, Marie. God bless you for your contribution. Please remember to like this video. I got more likes. I got more likes. Hey, Attila, I haven't seen you for a while. My friend, I am so glad that you're back. Thank you so much for your contribution to the channel. I am so blessed to have you back. But mostly, I just like to see your face. I haven't seen you in a while. Maybe I've been missing you. And know that if I've missed you guys, if I don't see you on here, it's probably because I can't actually see. I'm like trying to squint. But it's good to see you. I just thank you for coming on. I'll try to do my lives at different times because I know people have different schedules. You live in different countries. Some people can, my 3 o'clock is not everybody's 3 o'clock. So sometimes maybe I'll just do it earlier and I can see old faces that I haven't seen in a while. That makes me really happy. So thank you so much for your contributions, Attila. Thank you so much for your contribution, Marie. Thank you so much, all of you, for your contributions of your company and your comments and sharing. And remember, if you are watching this reading after the fact, leave your comments. You still have a voice and I will still be reading them. I will still be interested. I love you guys. Happy hump day. Today is Wednesday. That means Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, you are up. And yeah, go check out that Scorpio reading. For some reason, it was really slow views, but it's one of the best Scorpio readings I've ever had. So I'm just like, go watch it because it's really beautiful. And it'll give you guys some insight into Pluto and its behavior and activity and how it's acting right now. So yeah, I love you guys and I will see you in the videos and I will definitely see you online tomorrow. You're welcome, Attila. Intuitive, the Libra reading. I've had a stutter since I was a little girl, so that Libra reading was fire. Thank you, Intuitive Tumbleweed. Do me a favor, share it on Facebook or something, because once again, it hasn't been getting the views. And I'm just wondering what the fuck, but it is. And I just want the messages to get out. So thank you so much. And I appreciate if you help me share them. Just share it. Say, watch this fucking video because it's really good. That's always helpful. And yeah, I'm going to say goodbye. Today is a very good day. Even just something as simple as that can go a long way. I'll see you tomorrow.